Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is part 21 of Tafseer Al Saadi. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وقال الذين لا يعلمون لولا يكلمنا الله أو تأتينا آية كذلك قال الذين من قبلهم مثل قولهم تشابهت قلوبهم قد بينا الآيات لقوم يوقنون. Those who have no knowledge say, if only Allah would speak to us or some sign would come to us. The people who came before them said something similar. Their hearts are all much the same. We have made the signs clear to those who have certain faith. إنا أرسلناك بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا ولا تسأل عن أصحاب الجحيم. Verily we have sent you with the truth as a bearer of glad tidings and a warner, but you will not be asked about the inhabitants of the blazing fire. That is, the ignorant among the people of the book and others say, why does Allah not speak to us as He spoke to the messengers? Or some sign would come to us, referring to the signs that they suggest or demand on the basis of their corrupt thinking and worthless ideas, by means of which they showed audacity towards the Creator and arrogance towards His messengers. This is like when they said, quote, we will never believe in you until we see Allah with our own eyes, end quote. Surah Al-Baqara, Quran chapter 2, verse 55. And quote, the people of the book ask you to bring down for them a book from the heaven. Indeed, they asked Musa for something even greater than that, end quote. Surah An-Nisa, Quran chapter 4, verse 153. Quote, why has an angel not been sent down to him? Why has an angel not been sent down to him to be a warner with him? Or why is not some treasure thrown down to him? Or why does he not have a garden from which to eat? End quote. Surah Al-Furqan, Quran, chapter 25, verses 7 and 8. Quote, they say, we will never believe in you until you cause a spring to gush forth from the earth for us. End quote. Surah Al-Isra, Quran, chapter 17, verse 19. This is how they were with their messengers. They would ask for signs by way of causing annoyance and out of stubbornness, not by way of seeking signs so that they might be guided. Their aim was to clarify the truth. Their aim was not to clarify the truth because the messengers had already brought such signs that led people to believe. Hence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we have made the signs clear to those who have certain faith. We have made the signs clear to those who have certain faith. Everyone who had certain faith had already come to know from the clear signs and proof of Allah that by means of which He developed certainty and warded off doubts. This is followed by some concise, brief verses that prove the truthfulness of the Prophet ﷺ and the soundness of his message. Verily, we have sent you with the truth as a bearer of glad tidings and a warner. This includes the signs that he brought, which may be summed up in three things: the message itself, his attitude and conduct, and that which he brought of the Quran and Sunnah. The first and second are included in the words, verily, we have sent you. And the third is included in the words, with the truth. With regards to the first, which is the message itself, the state of the earth's population before the Prophet ﷺ came is well established. They used to worship idols, fire, and the cross, and they had altered their religions until they were sinking in the darkness of disbelief, which had encompassed and overwhelmed them, apart from some remnants of the people of the book who had vanished shortly before the Prophet's mission, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is known that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not create humanity in vain, and He did not neglect or forsake them, because He is the most wise, all-knowing, mighty, and most merciful. By His wisdom and His mercy towards His slaves, He sent His great messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam to them to enjoin worship of the most gracious alone, with no partner or associate. Hence, by examining His message, the wise person will realize that it is a message of truth, as well as a tremendous sign that he is indeed the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. With regard to the second matter, anyone who comes to know the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam properly and learns of his character and teachings before his mission began, how he grew up with the best of characteristics, which only increased in nobility and greatness, will realize that this can be nothing other than the character of the perfect prophets. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the individual's attitude and character the foremost means of knowing that person and the greatest proof of whether he is sincere or lying. With regard to the third matter, which is knowing what the Prophet ﷺ brought of laws and the Holy Quran, which contains true stories and enjoins good and forbids all kinds of evil, as well as astonishing miracles, all the signs that indicate that he is truly a prophet of Allah are included in these three categories. A bearer of glad tidings, that is, glad tidings of blessings and happiness in this world and in the hereafter to those who obey you, and a warner of misery and doom in this world and in the hereafter to those who disobey you. But you will not be asked about the inhabitants of the blazing fire. That is, you are not responsible for them. Your duty is only to convey the message, and the reckoning is for us. وَلَن تَرْضَى عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَلَا النَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُمْ قُلْ إِنَّ هُدَى اللَّهِ هُوَ الْهُدَى وَلَئِنِ اتَّبَعْتَ أَهْوَاءَهُمْ بَعْدَ الَّذِي جَاءَكَ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ مَا لَكَ مِنَ اللَّهِ مِنْ وَلِيٍّ وَلَا نَصِيرٍ. The Jews and the Christians will never be pleased with you until you follow their religion. Say, verily the guidance of Allah is the only guidance. If you were to follow their desires after the knowledge that has come to you, then you would have neither protector nor helper against Allah. Here Allah tells His Messenger ﷺ that the Jews and Christians will never be pleased with him unless he follows their religion, because they call people to the religion which they themselves are following, claiming that it is the truth. So say to them, verily, the guidance of Allah with which I have been sent, verily the guidance of Allah with which I have been sent. So say to them, verily the guidance of Allah with which I have been sent is the only guidance. With regards to what they are following, it is whims and desires, based on the fact that Allah then says, if you were to follow their desires after the knowledge that has come to you, then you would have neither protector nor helper against Allah. This represents stern instructions not to follow the whims and desires of the Jews and Christians, or to imitate them in that which is exclusive to their religion. Although this is addressed to the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this ummah is also included in that, because what matters is the general application of the verse, regardless of whom it specifically addresses, just as what matters is the general meaning of the text, not the specific reason for which it was given. الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوته أولئك يؤمنون به ومن يكفر به فأولئك هم الخاسرون. Those to whom we have sent the book read it as it should be read. Those to whom we have sent the book and read it as it should be read, they are the ones who truly believe in it. And those who disbelieve in it, they are the losers. يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. O children of Israel, remember the blessings I bestowed upon you, and that I favored you over all other nations. واتقوا يوما لا تجزي نفس عن نفس شيئا ولا يقبل منها عدل ولا تنفعها شفاعة ولا هم ينصرون. Then fear a day when no soul will avail another, no compensation will be accepted from it, no intercession will benefit it, nor will they be helped. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that those to whom He sent the book and on whom He bestowed His great favor, read it as it should be read. That is, they follow it as it should be followed. Reading, tilawa, literally, recitation, may mean following. So they regard as permissible that which it permits. So they regard as permissible that which it permits. They regard as forbidden that which it forbids. They regard as forbidden that which it forbids. They act upon its clear and unambiguous verses, and they believe in its ambiguous verses. These are the ones among the people of the book who are blessed, those who acknowledge the blessings of Allah and give thanks to Him. They believe in all the messengers and do not differentiate between any of them. These are the true believers, not those among them who said, "We believe in that which was revealed to us," yet they disbelieve in that which came after it. Quran chapter 2, verse 91. Hence Allah warned them by saying, "And those who disbelieve in it, they are the losers. And those who disbelieve in it, they are the losers." Quran chapter 2, verse 121. We have discussed previously the commentary on the following verse. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.